Good morning. It is the start of a new video. I'm going to jump in the car right now. Going to head out to the Tamworth Country Music Festival for a couple of days. We're on the road out to Tamworth Country Music Festival. It reminds me a lot of when I was in Canada. I had a Dodge Caravan back in 2020 and I drove from one side of Canada to the other side and back. Something like 14,000 Ks. This is epic. I've got a bit of a car camping setup in the background set up, so I'll show you guys that later on. We're going to spend 2 days out of the Country Music Festival, check out some country music, do some line dancing, see what this festival is all about and give you guys a bit of an inside scoop. And on Saturday we're going to head over to Crescent Head, hang out with Muskie and Lloyd for the Hottest 100 countdown. Just coming through Almurra, small town just north of Grafton. Stopped at a driver reviver here at Nimboida, which is at the back of Grafton on the way down towards Armidale. I've driven for about 3 hours now, in the middle of the bush, at a place called Ebor. I'm going to check out the Ebor Waterfalls. It is stunning just being in the outback. This is what they mean when they say like the Australian outback. This is kind of it. I'm telling you friends, if you're ever stuck in a rut, come outside to nature. Throw a sleeping bag in your car, just go for a road trip. I know it's not possible for everyone, but thankfully I'm blessed enough to live in Australia. Look at the valleys, man. Minion Falls last week, Ebor Falls this week. There's the top of the waterfall. We're going to head around the track there in a second. Ooh, okay, here we go. This is more like it, now we're talking. It's a nice little stop on the way from the drive from Lismore down to Tamworth. So we're Ebor about 45 minutes out of Armidale. And then from there another hour or so into Tamworth. Check out how beautiful that valley is. Crazy to think about, like insane to think that 45 million years ago this was an active volcano 45 kilometers across. Like that's insane. Alright, let's go back around. There's a looking platform around the corner here where you can see both the lower and upper falls together. Ta-da! So lower Ebor Falls is just here, the upper's up a bit higher. I'll turn around and zoom you in. Not as tall or as high as Minion Falls last week, but the fact there's two collections together is stunning. And yeah, there's a valley out that ways. Alright, let's keep moving. So we've just completed the stop out at Ebor Falls. We're about 70 k's out of Armidale and about 2.5 hours from Tamworth. Just passed through the town of Uralla. So yeah, supposedly these are the rocks, but it's definitely been graffitied and destroyed. We're almost on top of Thunderbolt Rock. It's here beside me now. But he used to use this Australian bushranger. He used to use this as like a hideout / lookout point to look for the mail coaches coming along. So if you climbed right on top, you could see all the way down the highway either direction. You could tell when the police were coming or when mail was coming, and you know what to rate as a bushranger.
Always knew you were the better half of our good times.
Well, what a day of road tripping. We saw waterfalls, we caught up with Thunderbolt Rock, and now we're standing here in front of the Golden Guitar at sunset. Home of country music here in Tamworth. We've got 2 big days packed full of action. You're going to have to catch me tomorrow though. This is it for day 1. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Selfie, sorry.